Oh, good evening. I think we're live. Hi, everybody. 12 people. Wow. Joe, when Joe Wick's got that guy in his ear going, how many we got? 300,000. Brilliant. How many we got? 10. So 9 now. That's dropped to 1 as well. Brilliant. Good evening, everybody. If you just want to let me know in the chat when you're arriving, who's here. Bit early tonight, but we'll still start the quiz at 9 o'clock. But it's just nice to have a bit of chat with everybody in it and see what's going down. Hope everybody is well. 3-week extension to the lockdown. Great. But, you know, I think everyone is being, or the majority of people are being ace in this lockdown. And what about Captain Tom, bless him, 20 million he's raised now. Oh, hi, 2-Bit. How are you? I like the fact that you, and I will refer to you as 2-Bit on this as well. Hope you and Jenny are well. It might even be Jenny talking to me, to be fair, because, you know, 2-Bit is the moody kind. So whether or not he would want to talk to me is debatable. So there you go. So, yeah, so well done to Captain Tom, 20 million quid. It's amazing, isn't it, for the NHS? So we'll just let a few people get online and now kind of blabber away for 20 minutes. If you've got a burning question, I can answer them now, I guess. You know, how babies are made, things like that. I don't know. So all good. Just to let you know, I'll probably say this a few times, especially when more people are on. But next week, there's not going to be a quiz because I'm working all weekend next week. Unfortunately, I'm Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's just not going to give me a chance to do some quizzing, unfortunately. So we'll have a week break, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks and probably do it on Saturday. Evening, the Norths. How are you? Hey, Ryan, mate. That idea about skinny leggings. It's a game changer, isn't it? It's a game changer. Look, I've got my legs out tonight. I don't think I've worn jeans, but this is the longest period of my adult life that I've never worn jeans. I think it's been about 3 weeks now until I've put a pair of jeans on. So if the lockdown has given us anything, is that my inner thighs are now less chafed. So that's good news. So, you know, economic issues, Youngy's got better thighs. Let's weigh them up. Let's weigh them up. Which one is better? Get your pair of Meggins. Yeah, that's what I need. Meggins. I think that's a great idea. I have got chunky thighs though, Ryan. So I might have to probably get an extra large, unfortunately. But that's just the way it is. So yes. Oh yes, Reese. Are you there, Reese? Because if Reese is there, just to explain that. How this quiz works. So there's a few people doing it for the first time. So if you can, try and do it on 2 devices, because then you can hear me and you can do the quiz at the same time, because the quiz itself actually is live on this thing here, myquiz.org. And you can see on yours, there is like a countdown clock. Hola, Emma. Hello, Healing Massive. How are you? How are your Huntleys tonight? Hi. All well. Thank you for recommending people. We muchly appreciate that. Yeah, so basically what will happen is that I will be asking the questions live alongside this quiz thing here. There's my quiz. So, sorry, Stalinborough. Oh, yeah, God. Stalinborough's even better than Healing. So, no offense to anyone from Healing tonight, but, you know, Stalinborough's got a pub. So, you know. So yeah, so get yourself on the myquiz.org now. Get yourself ready for it, because I think tonight we're looking at about 60, 70 players tonight. So once we get to around about that number, I'll start the quiz. I'll get everything started. So if we start up a little bit early, so who we got? Carly says check your phone. Okay, let's have a look. Let me check the phone. Pete Millard, kids down just in time. Well done, Pete. Again, ours isn't. Rob, good evening, Rob. Good evening, family. How are you, the Milsons? Good to see you. Is it the first time for you? Have you been playing previously? Let me know, because I'm not seeing your name come up. This quiz makes Carly get excited. Let's have a look. Oh, shit. I'm not going to comment on that. Joseph the Dreamer. What is this? Have you stumbled across this, Joseph? It's a live pub quiz, Joseph. I don't know where you're from. I don't know who you are. But just to explain to this is a live quiz that we're starting at 9 o'clock. Google Pub Quiz now. What you need to do is go on myquiz.org, and put a quiz code in, and you can play along. You can play along. It's quite easy. Myquiz.org, and I will give you the code, Joseph, in case you don't know. The code is, let's have a look. You can find it if anyone. Hi, Lindsay. How you doing? Oh, Smith. You always. It still freaks me out that you're Herdman. You're always Smith to me, Linz. You know what I mean? But no, it's all good. I'm quite happy for you that you're married and that. But yeah, you're always a Smithster to me. Joseph. Okay, so yes, if you go to myquiz.org, and the code is 147673. 147673, and you will see the quiz come live, and you'll see there's a countdown clock. We've got 52 on now. It's getting busy. So 52, and it was going to start in 13 minutes time. Okay. So Joseph the Dreamer, if you anything to do with Joseph and his amazing Technical Dreamco, that would be amazing as well, because that's my favorite musical. A little bit of facts there for you. Got a message from Carly to say she did not. Just to why I went offline there and started laughing uncontrollably is because Ross sent me a message to say that Carly was very excited about the quiz, and it was a picture of a willy. So there you go. So it's good evening, Tyler Devlin. How are you? It's good. Good to see you. You're a first-time quizzer, getting busy with the quizzing, getting quizzical. That's very good, Tyler. Welcome aboard. Tyler Devlin, exceedingly. Good evening, Kieran and Dad. Sorry, I got told off by my dad the other day for not acknowledging that he is my dad. So not that I'm ashamed of him. I love him to bits, but he told me off. So good evening, Dad. Good evening, Amanda. Good evening, Kieran. They're hoping to better the 58th place in last week's quiz. Sorry, the code again. Yo, hey, daddies. Oh, there, yeah, of course you are, Devon. You are daddy to these people. So the code again is 147673. 147673. Joseph Dreamer, thank you. Hey, Phil, how you doing? Ready to get back into top 10? Yeah, you were top 10, weren't you, first quiz? So good luck with that. Kieran, I think aim for top 10 this week. You can do it. Thanks, Pete, for typing that in. There you go. Love. Oh, I just had a message on a private group chat to say love Youngy on a bit of Friday night. There you go. Oh, we love you too. Thank you. I've generally really enjoyed doing this. It's strange, really, isn't it? Because I didn't think I'd miss people this much, but I really do. I miss adult conversation. I miss my friends and family quite a lot, and so this has been a nice way to kind of communicate with everybody, really, and do something happy and fun. So this is why we've been doing this, really. 62, 64, we're going up. I reckon we're going to be close to 80 again tonight, which is very, very good, especially on a Friday. It's not like the days all blend into one, don't they? Let's be honest. We are buzzing for. Oh, thanks, Joseph. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. We're buzzing to have you here as well. Are the Border Force lot in yet, by the way? I know they've got a little team on the night shift taking part tonight. I should really announce that out loud, should I? Are they in yet? Let's have a look. So, anyone got a drink on him this evening? I've got work tomorrow, so I've decided not to. But oi, Dave Masden. All right, missing. Oh, you're missing Gogglebot. Oh, shit, sorry. So what? 4+1. This is a beautiful thing about modern television now, or catch up, or whatever it may be. And speaking of modern television, that relates to round number 1 today, because round number 1 is inspired by quiz. So the TV show Quiz that was on the other day about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So I've decided I've decided to do the round one on game shows. So it's a quiz on quiz. There you go. So round one tonight is game shows. Round two, as always, is music. Round three is movies. Round four is sport. Round five is on this day. And round six, 2019, is the year that we are focusing on. All right. So, sorry, it was Dan. I misread. Sorry, Dan. No idea. Oh, he was here. Missed them. Lindsay, I hope I'm not gay for 20 quid is playing again. He is, but he's told me he's playing under a different name, so I've got to be wary about what this name is going to be. Just to kind of tell you, there'll be a few people on here that used to go to my a few people that went to my quiz night at the Trawl, and there used to be a team that every week would call themselves "I wish this microphone was a penis." And obviously, when I held my mic like that and was announcing that was quite embarrassing. Oh, good evening, Linz and Chris. Aye, on Erin's YouTube account. Good evening to the Keenans. Looking forward to hopefully going on holiday with you later this year. Let's not judge yet, though. Emma's taping it. Genius, you see. Don't you have to? I thought that was Joe Exotic in that shirt for a minute. Going to tell you now, slight spoiler, there is a Tiger King related question in this quiz tonight. So beware of it. It is in the TV and movies round. So there is a Tiger King question. It is amazing, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? I have been absolutely obsessed with it. Yeah, Carol Baskin. It's not 9 o'clock yet, technically, so I'm not going to describe what I think of Carol Baskin. Sophie is, hi, Sophie. I'm very excited for the Tiger King question, by the way. Yeah. In fact, I might, for every quiz that I do now, put a Tiger King question in because it is that good. It's amazing. And actually, I think a lot of us, by the time that this lockdown finishes, might have mullets. Because the way, this new hairdresser situation is getting obscene. Now, any gentlemen here that are letting their other halves do their hair, or if in fact, is there any females here that are letting their other halves do their hair? Any Bible related questions? No, I don't think so. Are you, unfortunately, I will put some religious related questions, I guess, later on in maybe another quiz. Play for Bring the Tiger King. Oh, everyone loves the Tiger King. Are you team Exotic or team Carol? Let me know. I don't think many people are team Carol Baskin, surely. I mean, then again, saying that, Joe Exotic is a pretty awful person. Let's not kid ourselves here. But Carol Baskin is evil. But Tyler's basking all the way. No way. Andy Moody, I'm colouring the wife. Said, are you? Well, to be fair, you obviously your best mate's a barber. Hey, so I suppose is it any different? I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is. That's how much I know. So yeah, anyone's got any recommendation if Rachel was actually going to do my hair? I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to let her touch it. Wow, we're at 75 users on the quiz. Thank you, everybody. So 5 minutes to go. So that's great. I think we'll get to 80 at least. So that's brilliant. Thanks, everybody. 51 people watching live as well. Daniel, getting a haircut tomorrow by Sophie, going full mullet. P.S. Timu, ever that geezer who was trying to make the original documentary. Yeah, actually, he was really sound. Absolutely. Caroline and standby Lee are here. Hi, guys. Welcome. This is the thing, Joseph. It's a multi-choice quiz. So the good thing about this is even if you don't know the answer, take a punt. Take a punt because you never know. You might get this right. You might you might get one right. That might lead to a roll. I don't know. You just got to take a punt. It's great. I don't know where you are, Joseph, but I will say that these are a lot of UK based questions. But I like let's have a look. I'm wearing full animal print to channel my inner Carol Baskin. Linz, are you team Baskin then? Because that might change our relationship. A team no-legged keeper. Cripples got to stick together. Jordan. Wow. That's. I'm not even going to explain that, but that's fantastic. You've made my night, Cressy. Cressy was the winner of week 1, by the way. Do we have Robes here as well? The week of the winner of week 2. Mullitit choice. It's all right, Joseph. Youngy will cough the right answer. I'm not into that. I watched that millionaire thing, and I'm not coughing answers. Matt Lowe, Juice practicing my mustache tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck. I want to see the results of haircuts, lockdown haircuts. I feel that like everyone remembers the 80s for haircuts, and everyone remembers the 90s for haircuts. Maybe the early 2000s because a lot of people went bleach blonde in there and things like that. We're getting a generation here now, aren't we? The lockdown look. This is very exciting. We finally got something for the generation, and everyone get involved. I want to see. By the time this finishes, the first ever like kind of big night out that everybody has after the lockdown, I want it to be just a parade of awful hair. I want to see perms, mullets, skullets, the lot, bad facial hair, everything. Let's just, start a revolution, people. Don't let the barbers win. Actually, barbers are business people as well. We want them to win. So don't ignore that last sentence. So we are just 2 minutes away. We've got 77 users online, which is great. I had some Facebook messages as well. Well, Emily sent me a nice picture of myself, which is really odd. But there you go, on my telly, looking very pensive. Thank you very much. Good evening to the Montagues who have invited me to their Zoom meeting. Might join them later on with a brew in my hand. Now then, Sam. Sam, are you just Sam tonight? Sam is the gay for 20 quid. 20 quid is 20 quid guy, and he's just obviously just Sam Broughton tonight, which is really disappointing. There was, if you can read the chat upwards, Sam, there was a mini fan club emerging for your team name. So very disappointing that you're just Sam Broughton tonight. I'm not disappointed that you're Sam Broughton in live because I love you dearly. You're a lovely friend. But but yes, that's your team name was gaining momentum there. So there you go. Lindsay will be disappointed, won't you, Linz, about that. Do we have Mark Robes here then? Is he here tonight? I don't know. We don't look like it. So we could have. Looks like we're going to have a new winner because our previous winner doesn't seem to be here tonight. So it's all to play for, ladies and gentlemen. We have 80 users online. We are ready to go. We're in the final minutes. Everybody have your second kind of device ready or whatever you're using with myquiz.org on it. We are just about ready to go. And you'll see the countdown clock on the site should be gearing up. We have cards. Right. I'm not going to do this tonight because I'm not prepared for it. But at my quizzes, I used to do play your cards. Oh, there we go. 3, 2, 1. First question. Which egghead was the first winner of the £1 million prize on the UK edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So remember, it's game show themed. Is it Lisa Teal, Beth Webster, Judith Keppel, or Pat Gibson? So who was the first winner of the £1 million prize on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Is it Lisa Thiel, Beth Webster, Judith Keppel, or Pat Gibson? So obviously that is related to this all round is game shows because it's related to quiz that was on Monday night and Tuesday. So who was the first winner? She was also an egghead. And the winner is majority we got that for 84.8% of you got Judith Keppel. She was the first. She made headline news in 2000 when she became the first outright winner of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Pat Gibson also won, who is also an egghead, and he won it in 2004. Jordan Cressy takes an early lead. Danny Mazdam, you're up in second. Take a screenshot of that, Danny Maz. You are up in second. Ross and Jess in sixth as well. Hi, well done, Ross and Jess. Okay. Second question, who was the host of Bullseye when it was revived by Challenge TV in 2006? Was it Johnny Vegas, Dave Spikey, Peter Kay, or Justin Morehouse? So who was the host of Bullseye when it was revived by Challenge TV in 2006? Was it Johnny Vegas, Dave Spikey, Peter Kay, or Justin Morehouse? So, yes, people might not know, but Bullseye was brought back, but who hosted it? Who was the replacement for Jim Bowen? Not they can ever replace Jim Bowen. And the answer is, again, majority of you got there, 57.8% of you got it. It was Dave Spikey. The comeback only lasted 30 episodes. Compare that to the original Bullseye. It lasted for over 300 episodes. There you go. One as popular. No Jim Bowen, obviously. Cressy remains in the lead. Could you do it all night, Jordan? That would be amazing. Rob got that one right. I think he's got his well done M's up in second. Danny Maz in third. We go on. Question number 3. Which of these was not around on the Krypton factor? Which was these not around on the Krypton factor? Was it agility, ability, strength, or intelligence? So what was not around on the Krypton factor? Was it agility, ability, strength, or intelligence? So what do we think, ladies and gents? And the answer to this one was strength. Strength was the answer, and the other rounds included general knowledge, observation, and for one series, the super round. But strength was your answer. Danny Mazdam, you are in the lead. Screenshot it, Danny Maz. You are winning. You are winning. Roast Revenge. Is that Ross? Roast Revenge? Just let me know. Ems is in third. The Norths, Mrs. North. The next one. Bob Monkhouse was known as the king of the game show, but which show did he present first? Was it The Golden Shot, Celebrity Squares, Family Fortunes, or Bob's Full House? So which game show did Bob Monkhouse host first? Was it Golden Shot, Celebrity Squares, Family Fortunes, or Bob's Full House? And the answer to that one is it was The Golden Shot. And again, the majority of you got one right. 45.8% of you got that one right. He hosted that in 1967 was when he first started hosting that. And get this, ladies and gentlemen, Mark and Julie have taken the lead. 22 points. And Phil Drinkwater and the Keenans are in the top 3 as well. This is ever changing. This is an exciting game tonight. It's great to see some new names on the top of the leaderboard. And we roll on with question number 5. Which of these people did not present Opportunity Knocks? So they did not present Opportunity Knocks. Was it Les Dawson, Michael Barrymore, Bob Monkhouse, or Huey Green? So which of these did not present Opportunity Knocks? Was it Les Dawson, Michael Barrymore, Bob Monkhouse, or Huey Green? What do we think, ladies and gents? A lot of you are answering. Vez is in tonight. The Finnies are in tonight. To see them on the line. The Wilsons. Hello, the Wilsons. And the answer is, majority you got that one. 61.9% of you knew it was Michael Barrymore. And Phil Drinkwater and Fiona take the lead on 28. Mark and Julia are in second on 27. Who are the Oracles on 25? Let me know you are in third. The Keenans are in fourth. And Gogglebox, who's Gogglebox 2? Let me know who Gogglebox 2 is as well. Sorry that you're missing Gogglebox to do this. Appreciate it, though. Huntley's third. How many contestants competed on the weakest link? So how many contestants competed on the weakest link? Was it 6, 7, 8, or 9? So how many people were on the weakest link? Was it 6, 7, 8, or 9? So it's the Huntleys that are in third at the moment. Well done, Emma. Just points behind. I've just realised that Sam's probably put his quiz name on here, hasn't he? So I don't want to say if he gets into the top 5. And the answer is it's 9. Again, majority of you got that one right. 45.9% of you got that one correct. It is 9 people. The Finnies have made it into the top 5 for the first time this evening. We got Ems in second. So I thought that was you, Emma Huntley. So who is Ems on this? Let me know. But you're and who's Gogglebox 2 as well? Let me know in here who you are. Married couple Marvin Humes and Rochelle Humes are the host of BBC One music quiz The Hit List. But what pop groups have the two been part of? So there's actually 3 answers here. So which pop groups have Marvin Humes and Rochelle Humes, who host The Hit List, been a part of? Let me know. So let's look at the team names here coming up at the top. Newland, we got him. Richard Bornberg. Good evening, Richard. That's Emily's telling me she's having a mare. Come on, Emily. Hi, the Tiger Champ. You can do it. And the answer is... It is S Club Juniors, JLS, and the Saturdays. S Club Juniors, JLS, and the Saturdays. So Rochelle was a member of the S Club Juniors with Frankie as well, who was also in the Saturdays. And Marvin is still a member of JLS. Phil Drinkwater goes into the lead on 48. The Keenans are in second. Well done to the Keenans. Ems in third. Gogglebox 2 in fourth. And Mark Finney the Finneys in fifth. Next one. Which of these game shows have aired the most episodes? Is it University Challenge, Mastermind, Countdown, or A Question of Sport? So which of these have aired the most episodes? Is it University Challenge, Mastermind, Countdown, or A Question of Sport? Ems is me. That's not a mate. You're in third. That's amazing. You're doing really, really well. Well done. Well done, the Godwins. Goodwins. Hope you're all well. You're third in about 80 odd people. That's a very good start. And the answer to this one is... It's Countdown. Again, majority of you got that one right. A simple maths, it's on every day, innit? 52.9%. They've had, as of 18th of November last year, 7,207 episodes. There you go. And Phil is still in the lead, but Jordan has gone into second. Previous winner, Tyler Devlin. Top 5 Tyler. Here we go. He's hardcore and he knows a quiz. Clever lad. Okay, here we go for question number 9. How many times has the £250,000 jackpot been won on Deal or No Deal? So how many times has a 250k been won on Deal or No Deal? Is it 3, 6, 9, or 12? 3, 6, 9, or 12? Incidentally, I don't know if he's watching tonight, but my podcast partner, Steve Knight, was on Deal or No Deal. He won 10 grand, but he had 100,000 in his box. Gutting. Absolutely gutting. So how many times has the 250 grand been won? It is 9 times. And only 18.8% of you got that one right. There have been 9 lucky winners of the main prize. The 1p has gone 49 times. Northie is taking the lead. Ryan North. Well done. You were quick on the mark there, Northie. Beachy Daz. Beachy Daz. I want to know who Beachy Daz is. He's in fourth. Richard Bournemouth's in third. Josie the Dreamer. Who knows these people? Do know him. And finally, who sung the snooker song, the theme tune from the BBC game show Big Break? So, you know, I'm not going to sing it. So who sung the snooker song, which is the theme tune from the BBC game show Big Break? Was it Chas and Dave, Captain Sensible, Black Lace, or Shakin' Stevens? So who sung the theme tune for Big Break? Chas Dave, Captain Sensible, Black Lace, or Shakin' Stevens? So yeah, Joseph the Dream. I'm ever sorry, but yeah, we've got a decent amount of knowledge. It's a competitive game, this one. How's my dad doing, Kieran? How are you guys getting on? Let me know. And the answer is only 8.1% of you got that one right. Most of you thought it was Chas and Dave, but it wasn't. It's Captain Sensible. And the song is taken from the musical Hunting of the Shag, which was composed by Mike Batt. And Tyler Devlin, with that answer, is in the lead. Well done. You're quarter of the way through, Tyler. You come on. Hey, mate, don't matter if it's a total guess. You are top of the leaderboard. Northie is second. Oh, exciting stuff. Next one, we're on to music now. Who had a number 8 single in 1984 with Young and Hart and reached number 1 with the same song in 1993? Was it the Blue Tones, the Blue Bells, Squeeze, or Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel? So who had a number 8 hit with Young at Heart in 84 and then reached number 1 with the same song in 93? So 93, sorry. So the Blue Tones, the Blue Bells, Squeeze, or Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel. 35. So where does that put you in the leaderboard? About halfway, mate, Karen? About halfway. Let me know. And the answer to this one is, majority of you got this one right, 59.3% of you. It is the Bluebells. Young at Heart was the band's only top 10 hit, and the song reached number 1 in 93 after being featured in an advert for Volkswagen. Tyler Devlin keeps his lead, but Phil Drinkwater is breathing down his neck, as is Jordan Cressy and the Keenans in third, and Beachy Daz. Let me know who Beachy Daz is. If we know, I'm guessing he's called Daz. Just a guess, but there you go. Next one in your music round. In March 2017, Ed Sheeran had 9 songs in the UK top singles. Which act had the other spot? So Ed Sheeran had 9 songs in the top UK top 10, but who had the other spot? Was it the Chainsmokers, Bruno Mars, Adele, or Clean Bandit? So who had the other spot? Was it Chainsmokers, Bruno Mars, Adele, or Clean Bandit? And the answer to this one is the Chainsmokers. Only 20.9% of you got that one correct. Ed Sheeran, on the release of his album Divide, held 9 singles in the top 10, with Shape of You being number 1. It was Something Just Like This by the Chainsmokers, which was the only non-Ed Sheeran song at number 7. So Jordan Cressy has crept into the lead. Devlin, you're still second. You're doing all right. You're keeping at it. We're 13. Fleetwood Mac announced that they were on their latest worldwide tour that Lindsey Buckingham will be replaced by Neil Finn. But which 80s, 90s group is Finn famous for playing with? Is it INXS, Depeche Mode, Crowded House, or Texas? So is it INXS, Depeche Mode, Crowded House, or Texas? Which band is Neil Finn famous from? It's an absolute travesty that anyone would replace Lindsey Buckingham. But how many players are on tonight, Agnes? 80. We've got 80 on tonight. Crowded House is the answer. The majority of you know that one. 54.1% of you got that one right. In 2018, the remaining members of Fleetwood Mac announced that Lindsey Buckingham had been fired and replaced by Finn. Several Crowded House songs had been added to Mac's live set. So there you go. No change at the top. Phil Drinkwater's gone into third. The Keenans are in fourth. And Beachy Daz, whoever Beachy Daz is in fifth. Next one. When Wham broke up in 1986, what did Andrew Ridgeley pursue as his next career? So when Wham broke up in 1986, what did Andrew Ridgeley pursue as his next career? Was it a record producer, a racehorse trainer, a children's author, or a racing driver? So, what career did Andrew Ridgeley pursue? Was it a record producer, a racehorse trainer, a children's author, or a race car driver? Let me know. Just trying to see some of the names that we've got playing. Oh, the Hutchinson's in. Hello, the Hutchinsons. Tash Surfleet, hello. And the answer to this one is he was a race car driver. 38.8% of you got that one right. Ridgeley raced for David Price Racing in French Formula 3. He crashed in 6 of his 8 races and failed to secure sponsorship for the next season. So Jordan Cressy still on top, but Drinkwater is right up his heels. It's very, very exciting stuff. How are you getting on, Mark? Finney? Let me know how the Finneys are getting on. At his peak, How many members were in So Solid Crew? So at its peak, how many members were in So Solid Crew? Was it 10, 20, 30, or 40? So at its peak, how many members were in So Solid Crew? 10, 20, 30, or 40? UK Garage, what a phenomenon. Wish it was still chatting now, to be honest with you. Bound for the bound, bound for the reload. What a track. Oh, I know that's Oxide and Neutrino in it, but there you go. Do you really, really like it? Loving it, loving it, loving it. All right. And the answer to this one is there were 30 members of the UK of So Solid Crew. Two-step Youngy. The UK Garage Act peaked at 30 members. At its lowest, it had 19. No change at the top. Devlin's back into the top 5 again. But other than that, no change at the top. Yeah, Two-Step Youngy. He's not been out for many years. Even though I saw Rachel Greenacre out a couple of months ago. She tried to get me to do it. Couldn't do it anymore. But there you go. Question number 16. Which member of Girls Aloud recently won the ITV singing show The Masked Singer? Was it Nicola Roberts, Nadine Coyle, Kimberly Walsh, Sarah Harding, or Cheryl Tweedy? So which members of Girls Aloud recently won the ITV singing show The Masked Singer? Is it Roberts, Coyle, Walsh, Harding, or Cheryl Tweedy? Just been told Beachy Daz is my good friend Michelle and Darren. Hello, guys. Hello to the McKells, aka Team Teabags, as I'll be calling it. I am DJ Teabags as well. We just love teabagging. And the answer to this one is it's Nicola Roberts, and the majority of you got that one right. 76.5% of you, in fact, got that one right. No change at the top at all. Except Mark's gone into the top 5 again. She wanted the show under the Queen Bee. Nobody picked Queen Bee. Cheryl Cole or Cheryl Tweedy. She's obviously too good for that program, isn't she? That's what you're thinking. Next one. In 1995, a collection of unheard Beatles songs was released in album format for the first time, produced by ELO lead Jeff Lynne. What was the name of the album? Was it Anthology, The Lost Recordings, Free, or Let It Be, brackets, Heard? So in 95, a collection of unheard Beatles albums were released in record format. What was it called? Anthology, The Lost Recordings, Free, or Let It Be Heard? A Teabag Youngy is classic. I'll explain that when I next see you, Sam, the story behind that. It involves a curry house. That's all I'm going to say. And it's stuck ever since. The answer to that one is Anthology. And about a quarter of you got that one correct. It was released in Christmas 95 and featured the number 1 single, Free as a Bird, which was written by John Lennon, and it was said to be for a Beatles comeback in 77. Mark's gone up to 3rd. Phil dropped down to 3rd, but Cressy, he's enhanced his lead. He's stretched it out. Could be a 2-time winner. Question 18. The dance group Sub Sub had a top 10 hit in 1993 with Ain't No Love, Ain't No Use that later rebranded and formed a successful indie group. But what was that band called? Were they Cast, Ocean Colour Scene, Doves, or JJ72? Yes, you should know this, Sam. I told you this. So was it Cast, Ocean Colour Scene, Doves, or JJ72? So who did Sub Sub become? So they were a dance group. They had Ain't No Love, Ain't No Use, which is a tune. But they then became an indie band. But who did they become? Yes, you should know this, Sam, because we were in the car talking about it. Who is it? It is Doves. 31.3% of you got that one right. Jimmy Goodwin, Andy Williams, and Jez Williams formed Sub Sub in 85. They had a fire in their studio in 96, so they decided, because the only things they had left was guitars and drums, to form an indie group, and they became Doves, who had 2 number 1 albums, or more successful. So there you go. Lindsay and Chris at the top. The Keenans are at the top. Next question. Which songs did Queen not sing in their famous Live Aid sets? There's 2 answers to this one. A Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Don't Stop Me Now, Hammer to Fall, I Want to Break Free, or Under Pressure. So which of these songs did they not sing in their sets? Was it Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Don't Stop Me Now, Hammer to Fall, I Want to Break Free, or Under Pressure? Top 10. Really? Dan, what's happened? I thought these would be up your bit more up your street, these questions today. There you go. Theirs is here tonight, Ilo Verity. Who's 5-star? I want to know who's 5-star is. So the right answers are Don't Stop Me Now, I Want to Break Free, and Under Pressure. Sorry, I said 2, didn't I? No, it was 3, but they should have told you that on here anyway. But Don't Stop Me Now, I Want to Break Free, and Under Pressure did not get performed in that set. Jordan Cressy back in the lead because he got all 3, and he's got a massive 13-point lead because of it. He must have been really quick off the mark. Well done, Jordan, for knowing that. And question 20. Which comedy act well done, Kieran. Sorry. Which comedy act featured on Gareth Gates' comic relief single "Spirit in the Sky" in 2003? Was it the Hale and Pace, the Kumars, French and Saunders, or Peter Kay? So, which comedy act featured on the Gareth Gates comic relief single "Spirit in the Sky" in 2003? Was it Hale and Pace, the Kumars, French and Saunders, or Peter Kay? Yeah, well done to the Young family. My dad and Kieran, they're in the top 5, and they're chasing me Uncle Mark. This is a bit awkward, isn't it? He's in 4th. There you go. Family Feud going on ish. Not awkward. Zara in 3rd as well. Well done, Zara. Well done, mate. Storming it. The answer is, most of you got this one right. It was the Kumars. 63.4% of you got that one right. The cast of the Kumars at number 42 appeared in the video and had lines in the single released for comic relief. And just when I was bigging my family up, they have dropped out of the top 5 to be replaced by Coop Doggy Dog himself, Mark Cooper, who's got into the top 5. But the top 4, no change at all. 15-point lead now for Jordan Cressy. And we now go on to TV and movies. So, a trailer was released for a remake of which 1980s movie franchise in 2018 during the Super Bowl, only to reveal later that it was a hoax and it was in fact an advert for tourism. Was it Crocodile Dundee, Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, or Romancing the Stone? So a trailer was released for the remake of an 80s film movie franchise in 2018 during the Super Bowl, only to reveal it was a hoax. What was the film? So it's an interesting one, this one. And the answer to this one was Crocodile Dundee was the answer to this one. Crocodile Dundee. Several trailers appeared for a film entitled Dundee, The Son of a Legend Returns, and featured Danny McBride, Chris Hemsworth, Hugh Jackman, and Margot Robbie. But it was revealed months afterwards that it was just an advert for the Australian Tourist Board, but they billed it as a film. Very clever marketing. Cressy is still at top. Devlin back in the top 5. Well done, Devlin. Oh, well done, Joe. You got one. Proud of you, mate. Next one, which of these shows is produced by Phil Redmond? There's multiple answers to this one. Is it Brookside, Hollyoaks, Casualty, or Grange Hill? So which of these shows is produced by Phil Redmond? Brookside, Hollyoaks, Casualty, or Grange Hill? Don't be sad, Dan, anyway. If you screenshotted that bit when you were number 1, that's all that you need, mate, honestly. So which of these shows is produced by Phil Redmond? I believe there's 3 answers to this one. And the answers are Brookside, Hollyoaks, and Grange Hill. And the majority of you got one right. In fact, yeah, 31%. So congratulations to everyone that got one right. Redmond is famous for the creation of the above shows, the first being Grange Hill in 1978. Not much change. Jordan is still at the top. Zara as well, top 3. Really proud of you, Zara. Doing really, really well. The Finnies are in 4th, and there again, the Beachy Dazzies are in 5th. The Teabags. Here is your Tiger King question. Which of these was not a husband to Joe Exotic, aka the Tiger King? Was it Brian Ryan, John Finlay, Travis Molinaro, Dylan Passage, or Eric Cowie? So which of these was not of a husband to Joe Exotic, the Tiger King? Brian Ryan, John Finlay, Travis Molinaro, Dylan Passage, or Eric Cowie? Guessing your way through tonight, Jordan. Well, you've done well to guess, mate. You're winning. So Tiger King question. Come on. Who's a big fan? We're going to see here, aren't we? The answer is Eric Cowie is the answer. John Finlay was Joe's first husband and was originally helped him up to set up the zoo before passing away in 2001 due to HIV complications. Cowie was the zookeeper. That's who he was. P.S. Carol Baskin. Yes, you got that one right, Emma. Well done. Devlin's up in third again, but Cressy is increasing that lead. Which country was Dolph Lundgren born? Finland, Denmark, Sweden, or Norway? Where was Dolph Lundgren born? Was it Finland, Denmark, Sweden, or Norway? Phil Playford, did you get that one right, Phil? Well done, mate. We love the Tiger. Everyone loves the Tiger King. So which country was Dolph Lundgren born? Finland, Denmark, Sweden, or Norway? He is Swedish, and 51.8% of you got that one correct. And Lindsay and Chris on 110 up in second. Devlin in third on 108. Mark Finney's gone down to fifth, but Jordan has increased his lead again. 30-point lead, Jordan. You are absolutely storming this evening. Well done to you. Next question. Which British comedian voiced the character of Zazu in the 2019 remake of The Lion King? Was it John Oliver, Russell Brand, James Corden, or Ricky Gervais? Was it John Oliver, Russell Brand, James Corden, or Ricky Gervais? Who had the voice of Zazu in the remake of The Lion King? Joseph's accusing you of lying about guessing. I think Joseph might be correct, Jordan, to be honest with you. You've done really, really well. So who was the voice of Zazu in the remake? Important to remember that, in the remake of The Lion King. 9:30, by the way, my child is still awake. I can hear her upstairs. The right answer is John Oliver. 38.6 of you got that one correct. It was Rowan Atkinson was the original voice of the Zazu in the original Lion King. Jordan Cressy is still in the lead. The Keenans are still second. Devlin is still third. There you go. John Finlay is alive. I didn't say. I thought I said that. Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute too. But who was the England captain at last year's Rugby World Cup? We're on sport now. So who was the England captain of last year's Rugby World Cup? Was it Owen Farrell, George Ford, Dan Cole, or George Curris? Who was the England captain at last year's Rugby World Cup? Was it Owen Farrell, George Ford, Dan Cole, or George Curris? And the right answer is, majority of you know it, 69.9% of you got that one right. It is Owen Farrell. So absolutely no change in the top five whatsoever. Well done. Nice one to kind of bring you into the sport round. It's 5 questions. That was the first of 5. He made his England debut at age just 21, which in rugby is really young. So what a guy. What a guy Owen Farrell is. Next question. Great Britain won the Davis Cup for the 10th time in 2015, but when was the last time they won it before this? Was it 1916, 1936, 1956, or 1976? So Great Britain won the Davis Cup for the 10th time in 2015, but when was the last time they won it before? Was it 1916, 1936, 1956, or 1976? Going back to Tiger King, I think every quiz now there will be a Tiger King question. I'm going to wedge that in. The right answer is 1936. 1936. It took 79 years between Jordan Davis Cup wins. In the 30s, we dominated because of Fred Perry, essentially. And Jordan, your lead has gone down a little bit. It's gone down to 26 points. The Keenans are in second. Mark Coop Doggy Dog, is in third. Tyler Devlin in fourth. And the Misfits are back. The troll favourites, the Misfits are there. Next question, question 28. Who was the first professional footballer to be knighted? Who was the first professional footballer to be knighted? Was it Bobby Charlton, Tom Finney, Trevor Brooking, or Stanley Matthews? Who was the first footballer to be knighted? Bobby Charlton, Tom Finney, Trevor Brooking, or Stanley Matthews? So we've got a couple of troll regulars in the top five. Keenans, though, well done to the Keenans. You've been in there all night long. Well done to you guys. How are the Wilsons getting along? If you're watching at home, let me know, Nick. Nick and Adele, how you guys are getting on? Answer this one is it's a Stanley Matthews. Stanley Matthews, he first received his knighthood in 1964 when he was still playing at the grand old age of 49. He retired when he was 50. No, Phil Playford. Well done, Phil. You've made the top five. You're in the top five, and there's only 12 questions to go. Devlin, great first appearance for you as well. Done very, very well. Question 29. In the Tour de France, who wears the white jersey? So who wears the white jersey in the Tour de France? Is it the best young rider, the king of the mountains, the best sprinter, or the race leader? So who wears the white jersey? Is it the best young rider, the king of the mountains, the best sprinter, or the race leader? If the youngies don't get this, I will be very, very disappointed. So I'm talking to you, Dad, and Kieran. Answer this one is it is for the best young rider. The white jersey or the Maillot Blanc goes to the general classification leader who is 25 years or younger. There you go. And Jordan has expanded that lead at the top. We've got Lindsay and Chris. Phil's gone into third now. Phil has gone into. Come here, sweetheart. We got it. Don't worry, Carl. That's good. Can you see my daughter, everybody? She's not in bed. She should be. Question 30. Which baseball team is based in St. Louis? Which baseball team is based in St. Louis? Is it the Red Sox, the Dodgers, the Cardinals, or the Blue Jays? So who is based in St. Louis? The Red Sox, the Dodgers, the Cardinals, or the Blue Jays? Say hello to Granddad's watching this, darling. You can say hello to Granddad. Okay. Hi, Granddad. Uncle Kieran as well. Say hello to my daughter, everybody. She should be in bed. It's 9:30. Oh, Auntie Jenny says hello. And the answer is it is the Cardinals. And wow, 62.7% of you got that one right. Well done. Jordan Cressy's still in the lead. The Keenan's still in second. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Enola has made a top five. Well done, Enola and the Ashton Rays. Well done. You've Emma says hello to you. Phil says hello to you, Robin. In the chat. Now we are on this day. So on this day in 1961, 1,500 Cuban exiles attempted to overthrow Fidel Castro in which location? Was it the Bay of Pigs, the Bay of Swine, the Bay of Hogs, and the Bay of Ham? The Bay of Pigs, the Bay of Swine, the Bay of Hogs, or the Bay of Ham? So when did the Cuban exiles attempt to overthrow Castro? This is a very historic question for this quiz, isn't it? Usually it's quite light. Oh, Ross and Callie says you look beautiful. There you go. She's not bothered. Look, the Mariners, Robin. Absolutely. She's right. And the answer is it is the Bay of Pigs, and 76.8% of you got that one correct. Well done. The exiles surrendered within 3 days to Castro and his army, so that didn't go very well. The Ashton Rays up to fourth as well. Phil Playford still in third. The Keenans as well. But Jordan Cressy is pulling away. It's going to take a lot to go. And she's off. Yes, Jen, she is off. Nightmare, honestly. I love her to bits, but couldn't eat a full one. On this day in 1970, which Beatle released his first solo album? Was it John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, or George Harrison? So which Beatle released his first solo album? Lennon, McCartney, Starr, or Harrison? So which Beatle was it who released his first solo album on this day in 1970? So it's 40 years ago, yeah. 40, no, 50 years ago, sorry, should I say. There you go, losing track of time. It was Paul McCartney, and the album was simply entitled McCartney. Well, says a lot for Paul, really, doesn't it? No change in the top 5 whatsoever. 36.1% of you got that one correct. So how you doing? You should be in bed, shouldn't you? Why aren't you in bed?
Not tired.
On this day in 2011, which TV classic made its debut on HBO in America? Was it The Sopranos, The Office, Breaking Bad, or Game of Thrones? So, which TV classic made its debut in America? The Sopranos, The Office, Breaking Bad, or Game of Thrones? And a minute, Scott Jordan's online. Scott Jordan is playing the quiz. Scott is doing this from Australia. We've gone international. Now I do feel like Joe Wicks. That's amazing. I've just noticed that. And the answer to this one is It is Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, 43.4% of you got that one correct. It instantly won critical acclaim, ran for 8 series. Also, incidentally, today, it's Sean Bean's birthday as well, ironically. It was same day as Game of Thrones launched. No change at all in the top 5. And say hello to Rach. All right, Rach, can you just close the door, please, darling? Sorry, sweets. Rach, say hello to everybody. Your sister's online, and me, dad as well. On this day in 2015, Jimmy Anderson became England's highest Test cricket wicket taker. Whose record did he beat? Was it Ian Botham, Bob Willis, Fred Truman, or Derek Underwood? So on this day in 2015, Jimmy Anderson became England's highest Test cricket wicket taker. Whose record did he beat? Was it Botham, Willis, Truman, or Underwood? Devlin, how are you getting on? Let me know, because you dropped out the top 5. I ain't spotted you for a little while. Mike Shadlock. Hello to Mike Shadlock. I can see you're playing tonight as well. And the answer to this one is Ian Botham. 49.4% of you got that one correct. Anderson passed Botham's record of 383. Since then, he's extended the record by 201 wickets. He's an absolute machine. And again, no change to the top 5. 31-point lead, though, for Jordan Cressy now. I think it's going to take a lot to beat him. I think he might have won this. But well done to everybody else who is in the top 5 at this point. Victoria, no, on this day in 1974, Victoria Beckham was born. But what was the name of the UK garage group that she had a number 2 single with in 2000? Was it the So Solid Crew, True Steppers, Oxide and Neutrino, or Artful Dodger? So she's Victoria Beckham's birthday today. But what garage group did she have a hit in 2000? So Solid Crew, True Steppers, Oxide and Neutrino, or Artful Dodger? Are you still top 10, Tyler? Let me know. Let me know, Devers. The answer is 50% of you got this one correct. It was the True Steppers, and it was Out of This Mind, famously beaten by Groovejet and Spiller because it was a completely unknown track, even despite the fact that they put millions into that kind of song. Again, no change in top 5, except for the Ashton Ranger dropped down to 5th. Mark Coops has gone into 4th. Next question. It's now, this is one 2019. 2019 is now the round. On February the 3rd, 2019, Pope Francis became the first pope to visit the Arabian Peninsula. But where did he visit? Was it Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, or the UAE? So Pope Francis became the first pope to visit the Arabian Peninsula in 2019. But where did he visit? Was it Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, or the UAE? Remember her and Dave Bowers? That was the song. That was the song. True Steppers. The answer is it's UAE, and 33.7% of you got that one correct. And again, no change to the top 5 whatsoever. So Jordan now has a 31-point lead. And the Pope went to Abu Dhabi. The first time a Pope has ever been to the Arabian Peninsula. There you go. Next question. On April the 11th, 2019, Julian Assange is arrested after finally exiting the Ecuadorian embassy. But how long did he stay there for? How long was he in the Ecuadorian embassy for? Was it 3, 5, 7, or 9 years? 3, 5, 7, or 9 years. That pesky Julian Assange. He's a character, isn't he? How long was he in there for? How long was he in that Ecuadorian embassy for? Had a great haircut as well, didn't he? Almost Joe Exotic-esque. Rubbish film, though. I didn't like the film. About him. Thought I was poor. There you go. Talking to myself. Okay. And the answer is 7 years and 42.2% of you got that one correct. So well done. Assange was avoiding indictment to the US. That's what he was doing. And top 5 is still the same. For still 31 points between first and second. Phil, well done, Phil. This is a hell of a performance, mate. Up in third. And the Coops and the Ashton Rays making up the 4th and 5th spots. Well done. Well done to the Keenans as well. They've been there all the time as well. Done really, really well this evening. Question 38. On April the 26th, 2019, Avengers Endgame was released, becoming the highest grossing film of all time. But which film held the previous record? Was it Avatar, Titanic, Star Wars The Force Awakens, or Avengers Infinity War? So was it Avatar, Titanic, Star Wars The Force Awakens, or Avengers Infinity War? What did Endgame top to become the highest grossing movie of all time? I expect my brother should know this one, I would imagine. I think there's a few film buffs on there as well. And the answer is Avatar. Avatar, and most of you knew that one. 72.2% of you got that one right. Avatar amazingly had that record for 10 years, which, considering how many films you come out in that period of time, that is an astonishing fact. But well done to everybody who knew that. Avatar was the answer. Again, no change in the top 5 at all. I think we know who our winners are going to be, but we've got 2 questions left, and you never know. In 2019, England won the Cricket World Cup for the first time. Who was England's leading run scorer in the tournament? Was it Ben Stokes, Jason Roy, Johnny Bairstow, or Joe Root? So who was England's leading run scorer in the World Cup? Ben Stokes, Jason Roy, Johnny Bairstow, or Joe Root? Oh, it's a family effort. It's great to see families playing all this together, which is great. Well done to everybody. I like the fact that couples compete each other as well, but I can't claim any credit for any domestics. 2 cricket questions. Yeah, I know, Jordan. Maybe not been so original on this one. No cricket questions next week. And the answer is Joe Root. Joe Root was the leading goal scorer. I knew most of you would go for Ben Stokes, but it wasn't. It was Joe Root. He scored 556 runs and was the 3rd leading run scorer in the whole tournament. Cressy, as in, look at this, Playford. You have gone to 2nd. The Keenans have gone 3rd. Coops still in 4th, and the Ashton Rays are in 5th. And we go to the last question. I think Jordan is our winner. But on July the 24th, 2019, Boris Johnson won the Conservative Party leader election and ultimately became the new Prime Minister. But who did he defeat in the final vote? Was it Michael Gove, Jeremy Hunt, Priti Patel, or Dominic Raab? So who did the Boris Johnson beat in the final vote to become Prime Minister? Was it Gove, Hunt, Patel, or Raab? Final question, ladies and gents. Here we go. And the answer is it is Jeremy Hunt. Jeremy Hunt, and most of you got that one right. 48.2% of you got that one correct. So here we be. So I'm just going to wait for the final leaderboard to come up. I get the top 10. Let me know in the comments what your final position was. Let me know on Facebook as well. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight, as always. So we're just going to bring up the leaderboard. And here it is. So the top 10 this evening is as followed. The Northie, Ryan North came 10th. Well done to you. The Misfits ride again. 147 points are in 9th. Tyler Devlin, well done, mate. First effort on this in 8th place. Well done as well to the Teabags up in 7th, Fred and Rose West. What a comeback for them two guys. If we up in 6th, who do I think that might be? Fred and Rose West. There you go. Well done to the West clan. The Ashton Rays are in 5th place. Well done to you guys. Coop Doggy Dog, Mark Cooper, you're up in 4th. Lindsay and Chris in 3rd. The Keenan family, well done to you guys. Phil Playford, well done. Fantastic effort for you tonight, but well done. Number 1, Jordan Cressy. 2nd time in the history of the quiz. Congratulations, Jordan. Don't be mad at him because the guy's an absolute legend. We love him. Oh, the Youngies came 11th. Well done to Hunter. Hey, 35th. That is fine. Leanne did better than last week. Andy Moody did double last week, but half as pissed. So there's a good point. No Stockman 8 and Hortman round. Maybe I need to do one. First in the first 5 questions. Never take that away from you. That's right. Lee Aiken, we came 17th, up from 32 last week. Well done, everybody. Oh, I've got a message from Agnes, I think, here. Youngy was poor. I finished 54th with 96 points. On the Mightiest, I held a solid 83rd. 2-bit, let's have a look. My pad crashed at 36th question. Oh, no. I'm sure we would have overtaken everybody on the last questions. Yeah, I'm sure you would, Jen. Absolutely. Classic Wests. There you go. So the Wests... I'm not gay for 20, but 20 quid is 20 quid. And now the Fred and Rose West. Well done to you guys. Yeah, you were first at one point. Well done. Jordan rolled over everybody there. Yes, he did. He's your friend. You can say that. Absolutely. So just to let you know then, yeah, next week, unfortunately, I'm working all weekend in my proper job. So probably not get a chance to do a quiz next week. But I will do one for 2 weeks' time. I'll go back to Saturday nights again. So thank you for everybody who keeps on joining us. It's just nice to do something. It's nice for me because I get to put together a quiz. It takes me kind of a few hours to do it, so I enjoy doing it. And thank you everybody for joining us tonight. So yeah, there won't be a quiz next week. But in 2 weeks' time, there will. I'll send an invite to everybody. I was meant to be seeing Paul Eaton and Jackie Abbott tomorrow as well, Phil. So just the way of the world, unfortunately. Meant to be seeing the Killers in May. Don't think that's going to be happening. Proper Joe, that's a good point. There are no wrestling shows. Maria came 37th, Matty came 39th. Well done, guys. Thanks, Ross. Thank you very much. Cheers, Emma. Thank you for joining us. And all my friends, there's a lot of my friends on here that are key workers. So thank you to all of them for just being ace in a very, very difficult time. Thanks, Jen. I just like doing it. It's just good fun, isn't it? So it's good fun to be able to kind of have a brew with you all and have some fun. To everybody from my workplace who's about to go to their night shift, I hope the night goes as quickly as possible for you and you get some sleep tomorrow. Your housemate came last. There you go. At least you didn't come last, Joseph. That's the main thing. Thank you for joining us. So I'm not sure if you maybe understood all of it, what was going on, but thank you for giving it a go and giving it a crack. We really, really do appreciate it. So yeah, so there you go. I'm going to disappear now. So thank you. So thank you, everybody. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time. I will send a Facebook invite to everybody as normal. And that's it. Jemima says thank you and hi to Robert. Oh, thanks, Jemima. Thank you very much. And we say we miss you and everybody. You were 69. That's not bad, Joseph, because I think there was 80 odd people in it, so that's okay. Cheers, Lee. Thank you very much. In fact, Joseph. Bless Joseph, if you subscribe. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, by the way, just subscribe to my YouTube channel because then you'll get notifications of when these videos are going to start. That makes it sound like I want monetary value out of this. I really don't. But yeah, there you go. So if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, you can do. I'm not bothered, but as long as you're here. And that's it. So cheers, guys. I will see you in a couple of weeks' time. And keep on doing what you're doing during this lockdown because you're doing it very successfully. And you're all good people. So thank you, and I will see you soon.